Michigan has the nation's 11th highest population of veterans and ranks last in federal money spent per person on services. But now there is a new service providing help to our veterans, the 17th District Veterans Court. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me now is Jim Badeen, the Veterans Coordinator for the 17th District Veterans Court. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me here today.
There are over a dozen or so veterans courts, if you will, in our state. Yours is the 17th District, which is located in Redford. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
And how is a veterans court different, unique from a typical courthouse?
Well, it's set up similar along the lines of a drug court. It's set up mainly for rehabilitation rather than retribution. And that's probably the most important thing to realize. The court, a little history if I might, began back actually in Buffalo, New York about 7 or 8 years ago when a judge there in Buffalo, New York noticed that there was a lot of returning veterans coming before his bench for basic crimes such as, road rage, drug and alcohol abuse, driving and that kind of thing. And then we started seeing the same thing here in this state, particularly in Redford. And taking that cue from that judge in Buffalo who founded the first Veterans Court, we also established a Veterans Court here, and its purpose is to address the unique problems associated with returning veterans and their problems in reassimilating, if you will, back into civilian society.
Perhaps there wouldn't be a need for something like this if we had some great national system the military did for properly transitioning our veterans from military to civilian life. There doesn't seem to be a great transition out there, and so thus the veterans do have unique and special needs.
Yes, they do. The statistics which got me into this are quite appalling when you consider that on any given day we have officially 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Actually, the numbers are quite more than that because there was 3 of our largest states weren't even included in that survey. We have another 50 or so veterans that die each day waiting to get to the VA or to get their benefits. 17% of the estimate is of all veterans post 9/11 have been prescribed psychotropic medications. 36% of veterans returning since 9/11 it is estimated to have PTSD. So I mean, these statistics are staggering, and these people are coming back and they're having problems. And you can't really treat them as you would a common criminal because the reasons for their behavior is something rooted in what they did for us in serving our needs.
Directly related to some past trauma. And
Right.
I know you have no funding. You operate strictly with volunteers and donations. You're trying to work with Lansing, hoping to get some funding, because for every dollar you spend, you get back 2, 3, 4, 5 times that much in savings if you don't have to put somebody
Actually,
in jail.
it's more than that. We estimate that for every dollar we spend on a veterans court, the state saves $27.
Wow.
So from a practical standpoint, it's a great idea. From a moral standpoint, it's something that needs to be done. And even though we can sit back and say we're going to wait on the federal government to do it or even the state government to help us out, you have to realize that these people coming back to our communities are our people. This was the altar boy, the Boy Scout. This was the paper boy that used to deliver my papers, that all went off to war, served their time and came back, and now they're coming back into our communities.
And they're coming back today, and they can't wait.
Correct.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can head to 17thVetMentorsRedford.co. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Jim Badeen, the Veterans Coordinator for the 17th Veterans District Court.